Alright, what I want to do is make a time-lapse video of Polaris. So first I got to do is find it, which I already did. Let's see how this comes out. Bug on me. Can't even find it. Okay. Amazing. Alright, I'm just kind of doing videos on Polaris, trying to find out what's real, what's not real, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. So when I look in the night sky, I see this bright star toward the north, and I was under the impression that this was literally Polaris, the center star that doesn't move, but apparently it does move. So I wanted to do a time lapse on it, so I did. I think I could do a better one, but this will have to do. I stuck some pointers here to point at what I think may be closest to the pole star. And I did it in a couple of different settings here because I didn't get the true setting the second time around. My camera battery died, so I had to reset it, and I zoomed in even closer. But as you watch this, you know, there's some things that really make me question where actually is the pole star, the center star. So that arrow was the center star that I think it is. You see the brighter star at the bottom of the screen. That is what I was always looking at as Polaris, because it is the brighter star toward the north. So as I zoom in on this, and you know from some of my previous videos, this star seems to move, and it does move. I will be doing some more observational videos on this. I'm not claiming anything without doing some more research and some more videos on it, but there's some things in here that popped up in my eye that made me think and question even more things. I think I had some clouds coming in, kind of blocking me out. Plus two, at one point my wife comes home and I think her headlights shined on my camera and kind of give me a little blockage. But altogether you'll see these stars twinkling in and out, but then you'll see them come back on. But my real question is, and I asked this before, where is actually Polaris? And that's why I'm doing these observational videos. Hey, number one, I'm not a professional photographer or anything. I'm just a moron with a camera looking for answers, have a lot of questions, and there's some things that come up that, you know, we take it for granted because we're told what they are, and we just believe it. We don't question it. So I'm questioning it. Though flat Earth is one of the big things that's going right now, and believe it or not, this is my flat Earth perspective of what I'm seeing in the sky. That we have this dome above us spinning overhead, and you have a center point. And that center point is where I put these arrows, because you can actually see things spinning around it. You can go to your YouTube settings and you can slow this video down or speed it up, whichever you prefer. But the brighter star is definitely moving, and you can obviously see this. I'm going to be finding some places to go with my camera and set up where I can get a little bit brighter stars. And also I ask any of my viewers, any of my subscribers, anybody that knows about cameras, if you have any suggestions for me to do in my settings to get a better view of these stars, it would be wonderful. I would take anybody's ideas and at least try them. But what I'm looking for is to get the longest life out of my battery when I do these. Also get the best view of the stars, make the stars stand out better. Again, I'm an amateur. Got this camera, the first camera I ever even owned, but I think I do pretty good with it. Hopefully, you all feel the same way, and my subscribers, they can look at these and, question it too. Question what I'm saying, that's fine. I'm not claiming to know everything, but, I do think that there's things out there that we just take for granted when we're told what they are. Hey, this is what this is what that is, and we just believe it. Yeah, we can observe it, we can say, yeah, it kind of looks like that, and then we don't question it, so we leave everything up to the masters. And I would rather start looking at things and observing them myself and see what I come up with. Now, the other thing I'm going to bring into mind is you see the big bright star that I thought was Polaris, and you see the 4 stars around it. That resembles the Southern Cross. So think about being on the other side, supposedly of Earth, the other hemisphere, and you're looking up and you're seeing this Southern Cross. Now, I've been watching videos about the pole star, about the Southern Cross, and this right here, when I pause some of the videos showing the Southern Cross, this resembles it very, very much so. And here in a little bit, I'll put a circle around it, and you guys look at it. I would respect anybody's opinion on it, but Aaron Dover has a really nice video about how the northern and the southern hemisphere star maps have been changed to just make it appear that these two star maps are from different parts of the globe. I think it's just from different parts of the sky, depending on where you're located. And if say you're standing in the southern hemisphere and you're looking up and you see this Southern Cross. Now, this Southern Cross does move. In some of the videos I've watched, it moves. So this would move just as well. And I don't know. It's good questions. Like I said before, though, I'm going to do more observational videos on this. And what I plan on doing is zooming in as far as I can with my camera. And it's a Nikon Cool-Pix P900. So as I zoom in, even this one right here, I zoomed in a little farther. I hope my sound matches with and the little circle I put around those 4 stars are what I'm calling the Southern Cross. Check it out. Like I said, you can compare them in some videos of other people that's doing videos of the Southern Cross. Of course, they're Globers, and they say that they're in a different hemisphere on the other side of the globe, standing upside down from us. But you know, I'm not great at editing videos. I don't make really pretty videos. My videos are just observational videos, and you know, from my observations, it makes me question a whole lot of things. Now, after I do this time lapse, I put on I believe it's a 15-minute video of me zooming in on this pole star, and it's, I think, about 6 o'clock in the morning, or a little bit after 6 o'clock, but right after my time lapse, I noticed that my time lapse is getting all blued out, and you'll see it coming up. So I said, well, let me switch my camera over, and I think I say what I switch it to, but let me change it over and then zoom in on what I call Polaris. Now, if I was out in a ship out on the water and I wanted to go north, I would probably look at this star because it is the brighter star. I can't see these other stars. A lot of these other stars I cannot see with my naked eye. Maybe if you're in the southern hemisphere, which these things look like they're farther away from us, but from their perspective, they would see the Southern Cross. And they renamed these stars. Like I said, check out Aaron Dover's videos about this different hemisphere star maps. Makes sense. And then when you look at my video, it even makes more sense. So I'm not claiming nothing. I'm not trying to do no fear factor or anything on people. You know, fear mongering is like the worst thing you can do. So if these pole stars are moving, they've been moving ever since time started. So I don't think it's a big deal. So I wouldn't be all getting my panties in an uproar over this fact. And I would like to see other people doing these videos and zoom in on these pole stars. There's my dog running out. Zoom in on this pole star and do a time lapse on it. Zoom in as far as you can. Again, I really like to have some opinions from other people, and you know, maybe they can help me out, set my camera to the best settings to even do more study on this, more research on it. You know, observational research is probably some of the best research you can do. When you can observe it, it's the best way. Now here's my screen bluing out. The sun's getting closer, so the sky starts turning blue. And look at this effect that it does. That's actually amazing. Then what I'll do is I'll let my other video take over as I change my mode and go on. Thanks for watching. Alright, time lapse the exposure. Sun's coming up, or at least the sky's getting blue. So I changed it over to the moon mode, lowered my compensation exposure, decided to do a video after a long night of doing a night sky time lapse. Don't know how well it'll come out. I ain't looked at it yet, but I'm gonna just let this roll. Go in and have my coffee, and we'll add this on to the end of it. So enjoy the birds singing and the crows are crowing. Good morning, by the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to zoom in on it too. A little bit more if I can here. Center it up. I think I got a little more zoom power left.
why it did that. Hey, see how long I can videotape it before the light blocks me out. This has been the brightest star in that general direction, so this has to be Polaris. Again, good morning and enjoy the nature sound.
I also had a 10-minute video after this 15-minute video, and a few other small videos that I made earlier or later that morning, at the same time, but I didn't put them on here because it would make this video real long. It's long enough as it is. Maybe I'll make a second part if I get requests to, add the other part of that morning on. It's, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 more minutes, maybe 15, which you actually see the sky turning blue. Maybe I'll put it on here anyhow and just let people watch it. But observational videos can be kind of boring, but if you're interested in observing your morning time, it's actually pretty nice. I've always got questions, and I try to answer them myself with some of my videos. Observing is one of the most important things I think a person can do. When you observe things on your own, you get your own opinion of what's going on when you're watching it. Same way when I watch the sunrise, it comes out of the east-northeast and seems to go farther toward the south. At one point it hits right at east, but then it goes more southeast, or east-southeast I should say, as it loops over my head. And then as it falls back to the Gulf of Mexico, it loops back toward the north. So it seems to me as though the sun and the moon all rotate around our dome. Again, any questions or any requests for me to add on these other videos, I don't think I will, but if somebody wants me to, I will make a follow-up video on this with these other couple of parts in there. My camera's on autofocus, so I believe it's going in and out here. Just keep on observing the skies for yourself. And if you got one of these Nikon Cool-Pix P900s, try to zoom in on things and watch them. Interesting, very interesting. Alright, also, you know, I said the crow's a crow, and there are some crows, but you hear roosters roostering, crowing too. So, but the reason I said crows because I was actually looking at a crow in my yard when I said the nature sounds. But I really do hope you enjoy this video, and it makes you question things also. What we're told, what we believe. Interesting stuff, and an interesting observation, I think, that I put out here. So again, it's up to you to make, you know, your own mind up and have your own opinion of what you actually see. So I'll probably get the trolls first ones on my channel usually, and I will talk with them a little bit, but then if they start calling me ignorant and stupid and all of that stuff, I just delete their comments, because again, I'm not looking for no drama with these people calling me idiot and stupid. Yeah, I'm just an observer. So if I can show my observations to other people and let them observe them too, that maybe they don't have the option to, you know, go out and observe it with their camera like I do. You know, it just gives them a different perspective of what's going on up in the sky. So again, finish watching the video, a few more minutes left, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if I can. Again, I'm not no professional at this, so I don't know if I can give you any professional answers, but I'll try to give you the best answers I can. Alright, again, thanks for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it, and spread the word, because truth is out there. And I guess I'm going to say have a good morning, being that this is a morning time video. Thank you. Alright, I did decide I'm going to stick this other video in. I'm going to skip the 10 minutes and put a 35-second video at the end of this. And it'll show you the blue sky. I didn't think I actually caught this in the blue sky, but when I looked at the video myself, I did see it. So in the video I say I didn't see it, but you know, on this little screen sometimes you don't see nothing. So that's why when you watch it later on, you actually see things that you didn't see on this little screen. Alright, hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye. Or good morning. Bye.
put it on dusk till dawn, and I was able to zoom back in on it and catch it a little bit. Try something too here. So hang on.